If your life feels chaotic right now, it's not because you're broken, it's because you're carrying too much. I used to chase every goal, please everyone, say yes to everything, and wonder why I was so exhausted. Then I found out, clarity doesn't come from adding more, it comes from removing what doesn't belong. There's one rule that helped me do exactly that. It made life calmer, simpler, and way more intentional. Let me share it with you. Here's what it looks like. Most people are living like they're juggling 15 flaming torches while riding a unicycle on a tightrope. It might look great from the outside, but if you keep pushing without balance, you'll break down. That's just seeing things as they are. But the people who actually live calm, focused, high-output lives, they're not juggling anything. They do less. They pick a handful of things that genuinely matter, and they go all in on those things. No distractions, no fake productivity, just real progress on what counts. And this isn't some feel-good theory I pulled out of thin air either. When Steve Jobs returned to Apple in 1997, the company was falling apart. Instead of adding more, he cut the noise, simplified, and focused only on what truly mattered. That's how he turned things around. The first thing Jobs did was eliminate nearly 70% of Apple's products. He focused only on what worked and ignored everything else. Simplicity saved the company. Most people think doing more solves problems, but it doesn't. Complexity destroys focus. When you spread yourself thin, you stop being effective. Clarity comes from doing less, not more. Within a few years of that massive simplification, Apple went from near bankruptcy to becoming the most valuable company on the planet. That's the power of doing less, but doing it better. My friend, you don't need more on your plate. You need less, just better. Excellence demands sacrifice, not of quality, but of quantity. The things you decline define you as much as the things you accept. Master one path instead of wandering down a dozen, because depth beats breadth every time. What I'm about to share is a 3-step system that helped me finally cut through the overwhelm, but it'll make a lot more sense once you see the hidden reason most people make things way more complicated than they need to be. My friend, most of your stress comes from juggling too much. You're not overwhelmed because life is hard. You're overwhelmed because you're overloaded. You're drowning in distractions. Too many apps on your phone screaming for attention. Too many commitments you said yes. Too many half-baked goals sitting in your notes app gathering digital dust, mocking you every time you scroll past them. You're trying to do everything at once, and that's why nothing moves. Focus beats ambition. Pick one thing, master it, then move to the next. Here's the hard truth nobody wants to hear. You don't need more, you need less. But the less you choose has to be done with absolute excellence, not mediocrity, not, I'll get to it when I have time. Just excellence. Doing less doesn't make you lazy, it makes you sharp. Focus creates results. The people who win aren't doing everything, they're doing the right things. Success belongs to those who protect their attention like their life depends on it. Every yes to distraction is a no to your dreams. Because here's what I've learned the hard way. Success doesn't come from dabbling in 20 different things and feeling busy, but going nowhere. It comes from doubling down on the vital few, the things that actually move the needle in your life. My friend, you're not behind because you're not doing enough. You're behind because you're doing too much. And that scattered energy, it's killing your progress faster than doing nothing at all. The most successful people aren't better multitaskers. They're just better at saying no to everything except what truly matters. I'm really curious, what's the one thing you're juggling right now that's stealing your focus from what actually matters? That commitment you said yes to out of guilt? That goal sitting in your notes app? Drop it in the comments below. Sometimes just naming it out loud is the first step to letting it go, and your honesty might give someone else the courage to do the same. Let me tell you about when I learned this the hard way. Back in my second year of college, I was that guy who signed up for everything. I joined 3 different clubs. I tried starting a little online business on the side because some YouTuber made it sound easy. I was attempting to hit the gym 6 days a week because I wanted to get shredded. And I was still pulling all-nighters trying to maintain perfect grades because I thought that's what successful people did. I was hustling. I was grinding. I looked productive as hell. The result? Complete burnout. I was miserable. I had half-finished projects everywhere. My life looked like a garage sale, just a bunch of random stuff scattered around with no coherence, no direction, no progress. Nothing was actually getting done well. I was just constantly busy and constantly stressed, feeling like I was drowning, but too stubborn to admit it. Until that one night hit me, I was spreading myself too thin, too many goals, zero progress. I realized effort means nothing without direction. That's when it clicked. Doing less could actually get me further. Finishing one thing beats starting 10. Completion creates momentum, so I cut ruthlessly. I quit 2 of the 3 clubs. I put the business idea on pause, not forever, just for now. I picked 2 priorities, and only 2, my health and school. Everything else got a hard no. Once I simplified, everything improved. My focus got sharper, my results got better, and my stress disappeared. Life works smoother when you stop trying to do it all. Clarity emerges when clutter vanishes. Energy flows where chaos once drained it. You'll accomplish more by subtracting than you ever did by adding. Here's where everything starts to make sense. This rule applies at literally every level of life, from your personal goals to billion-dollar companies. The pattern is the same. Amazon didn't become massive by trying to sell everything on day one. They started with just one thing. They nailed books. They built the infrastructure, perfected the logistics, figured out shipping, and earned customer trust. Only then did they expand. If Bezos had tried to sell everything from day one, Amazon would have failed fast. He started with books, mastered one thing, then expanded. Focus first, scale later, but doing less first laid the foundation for doing more later. That's the key nobody talks about. You earn the right to do more by first doing less exceptionally well. My friend, the point is to be intentional right now, so your choices today open up more possibilities in the future. Think of it like building a house. You don't start by constructing the second floor. You pour a solid foundation first, then you build up. Most people are trying to build 5 different houses at the same time, and they're all half finished, leaning, about to collapse. Meanwhile, the person who built one solid house first, they're already living in it and planning the second one. That's the difference. Depth before width, mastery before variety, excellence in the few before mediocrity in the many. You don't need permission to simplify your life. You just need the courage to admit that less might actually be the answer you've been looking for. Most people drown because they won't let go of what's sinking them. Freedom starts the moment you stop clinging to complexity. Quick heads up, I recently launched memberships here as a way to connect more directly. Members get the real-world examples, practical frameworks, and honest insights that go beyond what I can cover in videos. If you've ever wanted those deeper insights into what's actually working, hit that join button below. I'd be honored to have you. Here's how to live the do less, do it better rule. 3 simple steps that actually work. Step 1, identify the vital few. Ask yourself, what truly matters right now? Pick the few things that create real progress and drop the rest. Focus turns effort into results. If you're building your career, focus on one main skill and real connections. If it's your health, stick to training and eating clean. Forget the gimmicks. Master the fundamentals and stay consistent. Here's a little exercise that completely changed everything for me. Write down everything you're currently chasing. Every goal, every project, every commitment, every "I should probably do this" sitting in the back of your mind. Get it all out on paper. Now ask yourself this brutal, uncomfortable question. If I could only succeed at one of these things in the next 12 months, which one would change my life the most? Sit with that question. Really think about it. Don't pick what sounds impressive or what other people expect from you. Pick the one that would genuinely transform your reality. That's your answer. That's the one to prioritize. That's where your focus goes. Everything else is optional, secondary, background noise. My friend, this is about pursuing your dreams in the right order, one step that sets up the next. You can have it all eventually, just not all at once, and that's perfectly fine. Real success comes from building solid foundations that can support everything you're aiming for. The patience you practice today becomes the wisdom that guides every achievement tomorrow. Step 2, ruthlessly cut the rest. My friend, let me tell you something that changed everything for me. If it's not essential, it's stealing from you. Every time you say yes to something unimportant, you say no to what truly matters. Protect your focus like it's your future. The quickest way to simplify your life is to guard your attention. It's your most valuable asset. Treat it like it's worth a fortune. Try to say no more often. No to draining conversations, unfinished projects, and empty advice. Growth comes from action, not endless consumption. Here's the filter that saved me. If it's not a clear yes, it's a no. Don't commit out of guilt or pressure. Only invest energy in what truly matters to you. Your time and energy are not renewable. You don't get more. So treat them like the precious resources they actually are. Protect them ruthlessly, or watch them disappear into everyone else's priorities while yours collect dust. The people who respect your boundaries are the ones worth keeping close. Learning to disappoint others occasionally is how you stop disappointing yourself constantly. Step 3, obsess over quality. Here's what most people don't get. If you're only doing a few things, you have absolutely zero excuse not to destroy them. Fewer projects means your focus isn't scattered across 17 different things. More focus means the quality of your work actually matters. When your quality improves, everything changes. People notice, opportunities grow, and progress finally replaces busy work. Look at elite athletes for a second. The best don't chase everything, they master one thing. Bolt ran, Phelps swam, Serena played tennis. Focus made them unstoppable. Simplicity builds greatness. Nobody remembers you for being decent at 50 things. Nobody's building statues for the person who was pretty good at everything. You get remembered for being exceptional at one thing. No one remembers a person for multitasking. You mastered one craft and poured everything into it. Excellence comes from obsession, not dabbling. My friend, stop spreading yourself thin, trying to do everything. Pick your lane, go all in. Be so good at one thing that people can't ignore you. That's how you build something that actually matters. Depth beats breadth every single time. Mastery in one area opens more doors than mediocrity in 10. The world rewards specialists who deliver excellence, not generalists who deliver average. My friend, let's talk about the elephant in the room. Simplifying your life doesn't magically make everything easy. In fact, it's going to feel harder at first. Way harder. Why? Because saying no hurts. Letting go of options feels like losing parts of yourself. But focus demands sacrifice. Simplicity costs you comfort, but it gives you mastery. But here's what you get in return: freedom, clarity, actual power over your own life instead of being pulled in 17 directions by everyone else's priorities. What most people completely miss about minimalism: it's not just about throwing away your stuff or living in a tiny house with 3 shirts. That's surface-level nonsense. Minimalism means clearing the mental clutter so your mind has space to focus on what truly matters. Protect your mind from overload. Peace comes from focus, not from doing everything. You'll always feel behind, no matter how much you actually get done. Your brain will be in constant low-level panic mode, juggling all these balls in the air, terrified of dropping one. That's just chaos disguised as productivity. But once you actually commit to this rule, once you genuinely embrace it, something shifts. You wake up lighter. Your mind isn't racing through 50 things before you even get out of bed. Every decision becomes easier because you're not choosing between 100 options that all seem important. You're choosing between 2 or 3 things that actually matter. Clarity replaces chaos when you stop pretending everything deserves your attention. The mental freedom you gain from saying no to most things gives you the focus to excel at the few things that count. Next, I'll show you the 3 areas where complexity is quietly holding you back, and the exact simplifications that can free you faster than anything else. Stick with me, because these are the changes that actually make life feel lighter and more manageable. Work. Here's something nobody tells me. Most people are buried in meaningless work, pointless meetings, constant emails, half-finished projects, and fake multitasking. They mistake movement for progress and wonder why they're stuck. But the people who actually rise find the one thing that creates the most value and they attack it relentlessly. No distractions, no excuses. If you're in sales, that one thing is closing deals. If you're building a business, it's creating something people actually want to buy. If you're a content creator, it's making stuff that genuinely connects with real humans. Everything else is just a noise, the illusion of progress, while nothing actually moves forward. The truth is, the 80-20 rule is real. Most of your results come from a small part of your effort. Find what actually works and double down. Everything else is noise. Stop wasting your life on the 80% that barely moves the needle. That's fear hiding behind the mask of discipline. Health. My friend, let me save you from the wellness insanity you see on social media. You don't need celery juice at 5 a.m. followed by 17 different supplements, a cold plunge, 40 minutes in a sauna, and some chakra-aligned yoga class with actual goats. You need 3 things: sleep enough, eat real food, and move your body. That's it. Do the basics consistently, and you'll outperform most people. Health isn't complex. Move, eat well, rest. Discipline beats overthinking. But here's what happens. You get paralyzed by the flood of conflicting health advice online. One person says carbs are evil, another says fat is the enemy. Someone else swears you need to fast for 3 days while standing on one leg facing north. It's exhausting. Stop. Simplify. Nail the basics first. Sleep 7 to 8 hours. Eat food that actually came from the earth, not a laboratory. Move your body for 30 minutes a day. Everything else? That's just optimization for people who've already mastered the fundamentals. Most people fail because they chase advanced solutions while ignoring simple truths their body already knows. Consistency with the boring basics will always outperform sporadic bursts of complicated routines. Your health isn't built on hacks, it's built on showing up for yourself with the same fundamentals, day after day. Relationships. Here's the big one that nobody wants to admit. People are out here spreading themselves thin across hundreds of connections online, and they're lonelier than they've ever been, because going deep always beats going wide. Mastery outlasts multitasking. You don't need 500 acquaintances who double tap your posts and leave fire emojis. You need 3 to 5 ride or die people you can actually call at 3 a.m. when your life is falling apart. Stop chasing everyone's approval like it matters. Stop trying to maintain these surface-level friendships with every single person you've ever met since middle school. It's exhausting and it's fake, and deep down, you know it. Instead, invest deeply in the people who actually show up. The ones who challenge you when you're being stupid. The ones who genuinely care about your growth, not just your highlight reel. Relationships get so much simpler when you accept this truth. Not everyone deserves equal access to your time and energy, and that's not being mean or selfish or cold. That's being intentional about who you let into your inner circle. Quality over quantity isn't just some motivational quote. It's the difference between feeling connected and feeling completely alone in a crowd. One person who truly knows you is worth more than 100 who only know your name. Deep relationships require time and vulnerability that shallow connections will never demand or deserve. My friend, that's it. That's the whole rule. Do less, but do it better. Simple, right? But your brain is going to fight this with everything it's got, because we've been trained to believe more is better. More goals, more work, more hustle. But that mindset kills focus. Real success comes from doing less, better. Society will absolutely resist this. Everyone around you is out here bragging about how insanely busy they are. People brag about being busy like it's an achievement. But the truth is, exhaustion isn't a status symbol. It's a sign you've lost control of your priorities. But here's what they won't tell you. They're drowning. They're stressed out of their minds. They're accomplishing way less than you'd think, despite all that frantic activity. It's all motion, with no actual movement. Busy work disguised as productivity. They're on a hamster wheel going nowhere fast, and they're too exhausted to even notice. Meanwhile, you'll be over here with actual clarity, real focus, results you can point to and say, I did that. Not a to-do list that never ends, but finished projects, completed goals, things that actually matter instead of just checking boxes to feel productive. If life feels overwhelming right now, if you're drowning in obligations and commitments and half-finished projects, I want you to hear this. It's not because you don't have enough time. You have the same 24 hours as everyone else. It's not because you're not productive enough, or disciplined enough, or working hard enough. It's because you're trying to do too many things at once. You're scattered across 17 different priorities, and scattered focus produces scattered results. So here's what you do. Cut the noise. Simplify ruthlessly. Be brutal about what stays and what goes. Focus on the few things that actually matter, the things that move your life forward instead of just keeping you busy. Do that, and watch how your entire life becomes 10 times simpler, how decisions get easier, how progress becomes visible, how you finally stop feeling like you're constantly behind on everything. That's not magic. That's just what happens when you stop trying to do everything and start doing the right things. And here's the kicker that nobody talks about. This rule doesn't just make life simpler, it makes it richer, more meaningful, because when you stop scattering your energy across 1,000 different things, you can actually be present for the things you choose to do. You're not rushing, you're not divided, you're not half there while your mind races about everything else on your list. You're fully present. And that kind of life, that's the kind that actually feels meaningful. That's the kind where you look back and feel proud of what you built instead of exhausted by what you attempted. That's the rule. Do less, but do it better. If you found this video helpful, this next video right here will take you even further. Your choice, your life. Start now.